It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
And what ball?
The crystal ball.
Right. Not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shaq Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
it.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why?
Look,
Oh! He just
I
dropped
don't
the
have to
ball.
worry about that shtick anymore.
He dropped the ball.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Pistons in Detroit. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. In the early going here, Doris, we're already seeing a continued trend, putting 5 guys on the floor who can hit the face-up jumper.
Well, this is the new age in the NBA. The floor spacing is incredible because when you've got 5 face-up guys, all of whom can put the ball on the deck, all of whom can shoot, it creates so many driving lanes. And the origin of this, to me, goes back to the last Spurs NBA championship. It was such pretty basketball, the movement, the flow. That, to me, was the starting point for all this.
Team's kind of playing outside in, and it's fun to watch the change. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Here's Sexton, all fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner inside. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. And it's Collison in at the 1. The shot's good.
I think Rodney Hood is a tough cover and pick and roll. This guy is really adept at creating space for himself.
Collison kicks to Turner. Oladipo taking his time here. The fadeaway. The rebound by Kevin Love. And so Hood will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Passes it to Sexton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
He hits both from the stripe.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Now here's Collison. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio, and he makes that one. Sexton with it. A floater, and it's good, 2 points.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Oladipo against Hood. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Love. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Hood gets the bucket.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Here's Collison. Following the score by Rodney Hood. Oladipo against Hood. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. He feeds it to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Over Love. Collison, no good. And so Hood will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4-point game. Pass to Sexton. Now the pass to Love. Over Collison. Goes back up. And the layup by Hood. Hood's got 6.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Turner finds Collison. The kick out to Oladipo. And stolen by Hood. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Rodney Hood has outstanding defensive instincts and effective at mucking things up and coming away with some thefts.
Pacers trail by 8. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Bogdanovich, guarded closely. Clock at 6. Pulls it up. Indiana again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Pacers trail by 8. Collison in the post. Floats one up, and the shot goes in. Collison's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this speaks to the fearlessness of Terran Collison. It doesn't matter that he's battling inside, challenge the defense. He's got tremendous confidence.
Stolen by Collison. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Now Collison. Back to Bogdanovich. A 3-ball. Cavaliers with the rebound. To the inside. Love dishes to Sexton. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Collison. Here's Bogdanovich. Johnson with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Sexton kicks to Love. Over Sabonis. Love, no good. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Well, a big strength of this Indiana team is how well they take care of their possessions.
They were right near the top of the league, Kevin, in terms of the fewest turnover committed. And this whole team, to me, seems to play with a level of calmness and good decision-making. And let's give Nate McMillan some credit for that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. The Pacers making a change here. Evans is checked in.
Looking at the numbers here for Oladipo, great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, almost 2.5 steals and 5 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option. And understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by Rodney Hood. Over Collison. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pacers trail by 4. Evans feeling it out a bit. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And if there's a path to the hoop, you can bet Evans is going to try and find it. He stays in constant motion, looking to get to the basket and finish at the rim.
Now, here's Sexton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Now here's Collison. After Colin Sexton's miss, Collison the pass to Turner. The kick out to Collison. Over Sexton. They get the rebound. Oladipo outside. Sabonis inside. He's going up against Love. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
And he gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
No, Johnson isn't just an outside shooter. This guy is a versatile, talented scorer in the paint.
Evans finds Turner. Evans inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Oladipo outside. Sexton grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Love. Tipped away. Stolen by Collison. Down low, Evans. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Here's Sexton. Love dishes to Thompson. Tries again. Count the basket. That's now 8 points for Colin Sexton.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had 22 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Outside Hill. 20 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tyreke Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Free throw good. Tyreke Evans.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Evans.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers last year won by virtue of their offense. There were times when they're making that three-point shot that they simply could overwhelm people. And let's remember, they had LeBron James on their roster as well. And when you've got LeBron, you've got a chance.
And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Passes to McDermott. O'Quinn, high post. He kicks it to Joseph. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Evans missing. And with the Cavs and their offense last year, Doris, they would attack from outside.
Well, you think back, LeBron would attract so much attention that shooters would get all the space necessary to knock down shots. It's why the team was 4th in the NBA in percentage of shots attempted beyond the arc. When you live by the 3, you die by the 3. But more often than not, it has worked out well for the Cavs.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, McDermott with the tough floater. Wow, that's a big-time shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Clarkson kicks to Nance. Over Young. That shot off, and Indiana will come the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Indiana. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Love. Hill trying to break free, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Well, just such an active presence on the defensive end. Kyle O'Quinn, get that weak stuff out of here.
Joseph against Hill. And that's Evans penetrating. That puts them in the lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Clarkson looking for an opening. Kicks to Love. Looking to end the run, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
Well, I just love how unselfish Kevin Love is. This guy is willing to adapt and adjust to do what's best for the team.
Evans and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Tyreek Evans, he's been making things happen for Indiana. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And playing at the center as opposed to his customary power forward position. Not Kevin Love's preference, but he accepts the role and the challenge.
The adjustment for me has just, having to play, dynamic fives, stretch fives, guarding that position, being in a lot more pick and rolls, being heavily involved on the offensive side in pick and rolls.
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
Nance is inside along with Love. George Hill out there with Clarkson. And it's Korver in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers.
I think Tyronn Lue as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
Now here's McDermott. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Pacers. And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Boy, the big man, Kyle O'Quinn, showing pretty touch on the pass.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Nance. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And Doris for Ty Lue. He keeps the peace by keeping things fresh and new for his team.
Well, I like that last year he took the team to wine country in Napa in the middle of the season. Boy, that's a great way to bond as a team and break up the routine. Just one trick he's used to keep players at ease.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, DA, thank you. And here is Joseph. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Bogdanovich against Clarkson. Bogdanovich passes to Joseph. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
Now taking a look at some stats for Hill. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Joseph finds Bogdanovich, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Pacers also making a change. Oladipo's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Young against Nance. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hard to think that Thaddeus Young has been in the league since 2007. But Doris, he still puts up numbers.
Well, he does, Kevin, and that's because he runs the floor hard. He's dangerous in transition. He's going to score. He's going to rebound, and teammates love him.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young.
Oh, my God.
Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team ownership?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Johnson comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Sexton in for Hill.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Now here's Collison. He's got 6. Outside Bogdanovich. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Knocks down the 3 ball. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for Indiana. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. To the inside, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Cavaliers.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Well, those are the quick instincts of Collison on the defensive end. This guy isn't super big of frame, but big-time heart.
Oladipo outside. Shoots over Clarkson, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Rodney Hood's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Bogdanovich against Johnson. Sexton kicks to Hood. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Bogdanovich looking around. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. They get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Nance.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
Oh my gosh,
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
He hits both from the stripe.
Oh my gosh.
And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Now here's Hood. 6 points for him.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Here's Oladipo. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Oladipo's got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, the handle of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. Uses that to get right through the defense.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. That's tipped. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Love how alert Oladipo is on the defensive end, using that impressive reach to mess with the passing lanes.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 8. Nance outside. And it's blocked.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Collison finds Turner. Over Thompson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
And here's Bogdanovich after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Bogdanovich, and it's good for 2. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Thompson kicks to Hood. Back to Thompson. Dishes it to Hood. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Bogdanovich.
Tyreke Evans.
And Thompson kicks to Nance. Sexton with it. He's against Collison. 2 on the clock. Shot on the wing. That one wide left.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Oladipo outside. Turner looking around. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a 3rd foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And here's Sexton. He's got 8. Outside Hood. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Oladipo outside. Turner dishes to Collison. And there's the pass to Evans. Over Johnson. And it's Evans missing.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Johnson against Evans. Outside Hood. Fires from 14. And that one hits back iron. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 15-5 run. Ball's knocked loose. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. From deep three-point range, Cavaliers with the rebound.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Whatever he was trying to do, that's not his best look. He can get a better one.
Now here's Johnson. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Hood, the pass to Thompson. Good. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
Collison finds Turner. Oladipo with the ball. Now here's Sexton. He's covered by Collison. Sexton the pass to Thompson. And it's Hood in the corner. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. Korver comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Hill in for Sexton. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Evans leading the charge.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Here's Hill. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Love. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kevin Love.
Boy, with Love's strength, so difficult to push him away from the rim when he puts it on the floor.
Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Nice shot by McDermott.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. 6-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Now here's Love. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. McDermott kicks to Young. To the middle, here's Evans. Some nice passing here by Indiana. O'Quinn can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside, and Thompson throws it down.
Boy, Kev, how about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target, makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader, and Evans the basket on the assist from Joseph. And that's 17 points for Tyreke Evans. And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Tyronn, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just we haven't made shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Tyreke Evans putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 17 points and 2 rebounds. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street right in the heart of it all. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Now here's Collison, guarded closely. Here's Sabonis. But they recover it. Collison inside, pass to Oladipo. Second shot opportunity. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Hood kicks to Sexton. And Love has it in the corner. It's good from long range. Love's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Cavs. Passes it to Turner. Hood against Oladipo. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
And here is Turner following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, they can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Sexton kicks to Hood. For the lead. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Collison. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Now here's Johnson. And Love has it in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Cleveland making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. good on both.
Well, you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers' journey last season. It was filled with so many ups and downs. They ultimately end up as the 4th seed, and it didn't matter. They still get to the NBA Finals.
And Turner kicks to Sabonis over Love. That one's off, still out of sync. And Love's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Clarkson against Oladipo. Bogdanovich finds Oladipo. That's tipped. They recover it. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. Goes back up. That one goes. Count it. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for Indiana. And of course, Doris, the Cavs were the 4th seed last season, but still came out of the East.
Yeah, but Kevin, it was clearly a team that had to adjust early in the year to the loss of Kyrie Irving. And then they had to readjust again with the reshuffling of players at the trade deadline. Somehow it all comes together and they secure a 4th straight trip to the NBA Finals. Incredible journey.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
And that one falls for Love. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Timeout called the Pacers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
It is such a treat to have a point guard like Collison. He is so effective orchestrating this offense.
Johnson against Bogdanovich. From 17 feet out, and the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Bogdanovich. Joe Johnson pulls it in. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sexton. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Joe Johnson has proven he will find his guys if they're open.
Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Sabonis. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Inside. Here's Sexton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
He misses the free throw. Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw. This Pacers team can be suffocating at times on the defensive end.
Well, it starts at the point of attack because this is a group that loves to pester the ball handler. How about last year, those Pacers were second in the league in turnover percentage on defense.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Johnson kicks to Sexton. Love at the elbow. There's the pass to Clarkson. That falls. Great assist by Love. Clarkson's got 8 points.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Evans, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. And so here's Cleveland. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Joseph with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Here's Joseph. He kicks to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Evans. 5 on the clock. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
George Hill's checked in for Sexton. And a change for the Pacers. McDermott's checked in. Free throw good. Clarkson. And the Cavaliers were so good at so many things last season, Doris, but the defense had lapses.
Well, you could go a step further and say the defense was poor over the last couple of years for the Cavaliers. When you look at the metrics, they were bottom 3 in a lot of those metrics. This is a team that relied on its offense to win games. They made no secret about that.
Here's Evans.
Clarkson using his combination of size and speed to affect the shot. That's really good defense.
To the inside, Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Now here's McDermott. And it's Evans missing. And Nance kicks to Hill. Over Joseph. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pacers trail by 17. And the wide open shot from Evans. Drains it from beyond the arc. Evans has got 20.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Here's Clarkson. Left side, Nance. Love trying to break loose. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Feeds it to O'Quinn. Yes, that goes in.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Pass to Clarkson. Nance against Young. Got a piece of it. Clarkson dishes to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Well, Kevin Love is rolling, and his teammates doing an outstanding job to deliver the basketball to him.
Pacers trail by 16. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. There's the feed to Evans. Fades away. The shot's good. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Love. He's got 19. Back to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Young. But they get it back. Hill finds Love. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Love's got 14 points now in the second half.
Woo, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Joseph with the ball. Young outside. Here's O'Quinn. Rebounded by Clarkson.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Kicks it out to Love. And another three for Cleveland.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Now, here's O'Quinn. There's the dish to Evans. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Tyreke Evans, a player who still found a way to improve his game.
You know, he added the three-point shot that is much more consistent than what he had earlier in his career. Has always been a playmaker and strong at getting to the rim. But now that you have to respect his outside shot, I think he took a step back to being the player we thought he'd be after that amazing rookie season.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Oh, my God.
It's not often that you can land a franchise player via trade, but that's what the Pacers were able to do with Victor Oladipo.
And now the question becomes for Indiana, how do you build around Victor Oladipo, right? The front office has done a great job the last few seasons collecting talent. They continue to add shooting on the perimeter to help space the floor, and now you're starting to see some inside scoring threats develop. This is an interesting organization.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Hood deciding where to go with it. Love right side. Kicks to Nance, and it's Hood in the corner. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Joseph. Now O'Quinn, he's guarded by Hill. O'Quinn, the pass to Joseph. Buries the long-range jumper. Joseph's got 5 points so far.
Well, this was another shot that Corey Joseph has developed. I'll tell you, get the catch-and-shoot game going. Look out.
Love outside. And the dunk by Love.
Another solid game from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
Hood against Evans. Pass to O'Quinn. Knocked loose. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Don't you love how Thaddeus Young uses his length, gets shots over the contested defense.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Joseph against Hill. The pass to Love. Love draws the double. And a wide open look for Hood. Off target from three-point range. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers ahead, up by 16. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're gonna try to help and tag, you gotta make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You gotta like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Hill and Hood pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Corver in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now Oladipo following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Oladipo goes in, and they pick up 2. Oladipo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers.
The speed of Victor Oladipo is mind-boggling. This guy gets to the cup with ease.
Hill kicks to Thompson. Hood for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
Outside Hill. Hood against Evans. Shot from 12. Hood gets the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Well, don't underestimate the in-between game of Rodney Hood. This guy can make shots from just about anywhere.
Hood against Evans. The teardrop falls in. Evans has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And the dunk by Love.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Evans against Hood. Evans kicks to O'Quinn. Puts it up from 7. And it's Evans missing. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Pacers trail by 14. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Oladipo outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Johnson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sexton comes in for George Hill. Indiana also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Collison in for Tyreek Evans. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Miles Turner. Now Sexton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Bogdanovich against Johnson, and the wide open shot from Collison. And Indiana, another three.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Johnson dishes to Thompson. He kicks it to Hood, and the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Hood takes a three.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Pass to Collison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And to me, throughout his career, Darren Collison has always been smart about shot selection, right? He is very choosy about when to call his own number, and that results in great shooting percentages for him year after year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Oh my God. And Collison in the last few seasons has stepped up his scoring from beyond the arc.
Well, Kevin, any team would love to have a 40% shooter from distance, right? So very few guards in the NBA can say they've done it 3 straight years. Darren Collison is one of those guys.
Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Collison. Love lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Love's got 30 points.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Back to Turner. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Sexton with it. Working on Collison. Sexton the pass to Hood. And there's the foul. And Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Collison, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Is on Colin Sexton.
And you can tell, to me, that Darren Collison's teammates respect him. This guy is such a solid floor general, and he'll embrace the opportunity to be a leader if you'll follow him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Darren Collison.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Now Oladipo, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Collison kicks to Oladipo. A three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 7. To the paint, here's Johnson, up and in on the layup.
Well, Johnson continues to score against aggressive defense. Boy, he's made a living out of difficult shots.
Collison finds Oladipo. Down low. And the rejection by Love. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Six to shoot. Collison kicks to Turner. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Johnson. Over Bogdanovich. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Oladipo against Hood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, what an incredible homecoming for Victor Oladipo in Indiana. This guy put up career year numbers and went from being a piece of a team to somebody you can actually build around.
And Oladipo, the former second overall pick, felt right at home in Indiana.
And sometimes you wonder, Kevin, how much of the early struggles were him or the situation or the fit. Across the board, though, Victor Oladipo showed how impactful he can be in the NBA.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
Oh my gosh, I just got.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is, the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals.
And so he hits both.
Oh my gosh,
And the Cavaliers were strong, Doris, but ultimately were overmatched by the Warriors.
And think about their journey to the finals, Kevin. In the East, they had 2 series go to 7 games. LeBron James, think about how many years he has played basketball so deep into June. He had played 82 games in the regular season for the first time in his career. And the bottom line was the Warriors entered the season as the prohibitive favorites and ultimately end up champions.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Nance is checked in.
1 shot.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
You know what? There seems to me to be an infectious energy when we're talking about Domantas Sabonis. This is a big man with a great future in the NBA.
Now, here's Sexton. Thompson dishes to Hood. Johnson outside. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Bogdanovich passes to Turner. Here's Collison. Not going to go that time. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 6. To the middle. And Nance kicks to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Hood against Oladipo. Johnson outside. Over Bogdanovich. No good off the front iron.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's Oladipo. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
See, I love the way Miles Turner plays on both ends of the floor. I know his numbers don't necessarily jump out of the page for you. This guy is so disruptive, though, guarding the paint for his team.
First one falls for him. And for Turner, he has shown he is one of the better shot blockers in the NBA.
Well, Kev, he's got incredible wingspan that seems to let him get to everything. He's got incredible timing when drivers are coming into the paint. I think the more minutes this guy gets, the more of a chance he has to lead the league in blocks.
Now here's Hood. Thompson dishes to Sexton. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Here's the break. Here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Well, incredible speed in transition for Larry Nance Jr. Wow.
Collison finds Turner. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's the floater, and the layup is up and in.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 6-point lead. Sexton kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to Hood. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Thompson becoming so good at getting a shot up at the right angle so it can't be blocked.
Now here's Oladipo. It's tipped. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Oladipo against Hood. Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
I think given his size, Rodney Hood can be very efficient on the interior. This guy feels at home in the paint.
Here's Oladipo. He feeds it to Turner. And the shot goes down.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
Poked away. And here's Hood. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Collison. Now, here's Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hood. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kept alive. Here's Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is what leaders do. Victor Oladipo says it's my time.
Hood against Oladipo. Now here's Hood. He's guarded closely. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Oladipo. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Nance. Nice D from Oladipo.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
Johnson, the pass to Sexton. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.